fear European Union, has decided to adjust tariffs as China threatened retaliation on European Union. The EI's decision comes amidst a backdrop of mounting frustration and exasperation with China's relentless subsidizing of its EV industry. It's a strategy that has given Chinese manufacturers an unfair advantage in the global market. This tariff is a line in the sand, a declaration that the EU will no longer stand idly by while China distorts global trade to its benefit. The repercussions of this move are already reverberating across continents. Beijing, never one to back down from a fight, has launched its counter-offensive, targeting EU pork imports with an anti-dumping probe. The message is clear: China is ready to retaliate with full force, and the collateral damage could be extensive. This tit-for-tat escalation threatens to unravel the delicate balance of international trade, pulling various industries and economies into a vortex of uncertainty and conflicts. But this is more than just an economic clash. This is a battle of ideologies, a struggle for dominance in the next frontier of technology and innovation. Electric vehicles represent the future, and control over this market means control over the direction of global progress. The EU's tariffs are a desperate attempt to reclaim some ground, to protect its industries from being overshadowed by China's state-backed giants. Yet, the EU's strategy is fraught with risks. The potential for severe retaliation from China looms large, with threats to target EU agricultural goods, aviation, and large engine cars. The ripple effects could be devastating, not just for Europe, but for the global economy. We are on the brink of a trade war that could reshape the economic landscape, leaving no country untouched. Critics argue that the EU's approach is short-sighted and reactionary, a knee-jerk response that could backfire spectacularly. They warn of the dangers of provoking a behemoth like China, whose retaliatory capacity is vast and varied. But others see this as a necessary stand, a critical defense of fair trade principles in the face of China's relentless and unbridled economic aggression. As the first shots are fired in what promises to be a prolonged and contentious conflict, the world watches with bated breath. Will the old scandal pay off, or will it plunge us into a new era of economic warfare? Stay with us till the end as we unravel this high-stakes drama, exploring every twist and turn in this unfolding saga. Hello and welcome back to Innovative Check YouTube channel, where we delve into the innovative and transformative projects changing our world. If you're new to the channel and enjoy learning about innovation stories around the world, you've come to the right place. Please subscribe, like, and comment to help boost our videos on YouTube. The EU has marginally revised the proposed tariffs on electric vehicles imported from China after receiving more information from affected companies. The tariffs are aimed at countering subsidies that China and its state banks have provided to EV manufacturers. Provisional tariffs will take effect on July 4th. With definitive duties by November, Tesla may receive an individually calculated duty rate at the definitive stage after requesting to be sampled. China has threatened retaliation and launched an anti-dumping probe on EU pork imports. Findings on EK spirits probes are also due soon. Beijing has warned it could target agricultural goods, aviation, and large engine cars. The landscape of international trade is often marked by a complex web of policies and countermeasures, each move by one party sparking response from another. This recent adjustment by the EU's tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles is no exception, and it has already begun to set off a series of retaliatory measures from China. The implications of this evolving trade conflict could be significant for various industries and economies involved. China's electric vehicle market has seen substantial growth over the past decade, largely fueled by government subsidies and support from state banks. These subsidies have enabled Chinese manufacturers to produce electric vehicles at a lower cost, giving them a competitive edge in the global market. The EU, in an effort to protect its own manufacturers and level the playing field, has decided to impose tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. However, the initial proposal faced significant pushback from affected companies, leading the EU to revise the tariffs. The provisional tariffs are set to take effect on July 4th, with definitive duties to be decided by November. This timeline gives both sides a few months to negotiate and potentially reach a compromise. Tesla, one of the major players in the electric vehicle market, has requested to be sampled and may receive an individually calculated duty rate at the definitive stage. This indicates the company's significant interest in the outcome of these tariffs and its potential impact on their business operations in Europe. Just a quick reminder to hit the like button below YouTube has been restricting my videos a lot recently because of bots. So your like does help out this video massively in terms of the algorithm in YouTube. So China's response to the EU's tariff has been swift and pointed. Beijing has launched an anti-dumping probe on EU pork imports, signaling its readiness to retaliate against what it perceives as unfair trade practices. This move could have significant repercussions for the EU pork industry, which relies heavily on exports to China. Furthermore, findings on EU spirits probes are expected soon, adding another layer of uncertainty to the situation. In addition to these measures, China has issued warnings that it could target other sectors of the EU economy. Agricultural goods, aviation, and large engine cars have all been mentioned as potential targets for future tariffs or restrictions. This broad spectrum of potential retaliatory measures highlights the interconnected nature of global trade and the far-reaching consequences of trade disputes. The situation between the EU and China is not just about tariffs on electric vehicles. It is a reflection of broader geopolitical tensions and economic strategies. Both sides are vying for dominance in the emerging markets of the future, with electric vehicles being a key battleground. The EU's move to impose tariffs is an attempt to bolster its own industries and reduce dependency on Chinese imports. However, this strategy comes with risks, as seen by China's swift retaliatory actions. The potential for escalation is high, and the consequences could be felt across various sectors. If China proceeds with its threats to target agricultural goods, aviation, and large engine cars, the impact could be significant. These industries are critical to the EU economy, and any disruptions could lead to job losses, economic downturns, and increased prices for consumers. If you are enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and comment. Moreover, the ripple effects of this trade conflict could extend beyond the FW and China. Other countries and regions, including the US, could find themselves caught in the crossfire. The global supply chain is highly interconnected, and disruptions in one part of the world can have far-reaching impacts. For instance, the US has its own trade relations with both the EU and China, and any changes in tariffs or trade policies could affect American businesses and consumers. In this increasingly complex and interconnected world, the actions of one country can set off a chain reaction that impacts multiple nations and industries. The EU's decision to adjust tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles is a strategic move, but it is also a gamble. The outcome will depend on how both sides navigate the negotiations and whether they can find a middle ground that addresses their respective concerns. As the provisional tariffs take effect on July 4th, all eyes will be on the subsequent developments and how the situation evolves. The definitive duties in November will be a crucial milestone, but the period leading up to that will likely be filled with intense negotiations, strategic maneuvers, and potentially more retaliatory measures. The stakes are high, and the consequences of this trade conflict could be felt for years to come. It is a reminder of the delicate balance that exists in international trade and the importance of diplomacy and negotiation in resolving disputes. As the world watches, the EU and China will need to carefully navigate this complex situation, balancing their economic interests with the need to maintain stable and cooperative international relations. In the coming months, the focus will be on the negotiations between the EU and China, as well as the broader implications for the global economy. The outcome of this trade conflict will not only shape the future of the electric vehicle market, but also set a precedent for how similar disputes are handled in the future. The world will be watching closely, and the stakes could not be higher. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome your thoughts and questions on this complex and vital subject. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video, and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence. Your subscriptions and likes motivate us to generate more content, so please keep supporting us. Check out this video showing on your screen right now, and I will see you on the other side.